Alright guys, we're back at it with the new playthrough. We're still on the Muse, and we're going to the High Harp here. Again, we're only going to focus on the quest mobs, red quests, and we're not going to worry about much of anything else. We're going to check skills and see what skills... At this level, we need all the skills we can get. Auto attacks isn't much anymore, so... we're just gonna do the ones with the Q over top of their head, and then we're gonna turn that in. Then I'm gonna show you where the ice dead front is here in a second. It took me some searching to find this when I was starting out, so here it is right here. And there's all the levels and stuff. You can pause the video and check that out. Now, High Harp, or High Half, whatever the name is they got for it now. I've been through both of those, I believe, but High Harp would be, for all the old legends in the game, would be the go-to PvP map right outside of Parka Temple, and we actually held a whole bunch of cool events that I wish they'd bring back. Some boss spawn events, and after those boss spawn events, we'd have these huge wars that I'm guilty of being the flagger here. Big wars to start out, and then everybody would just be killing everybody. I'd have a few pictures I'd probably have to post in here. I'll try to find and set that on screen for you guys. But yeah, I wish they'd bring some of these events back that we used to do. Just the nostalgic boss spawns and stuff. Now they've actually changed this map from what it used to be. At least from what I remember. When I started this game back in like 2019, 20, I was confused because it didn't used to have this this layout. So back when they were doing all these events and everything, I assumed they wanted to change this map to be a little bigger because it used to be significantly smaller. But this was like the starter of your journey, because this is, I believe, where you start. You can flag people here and kill and PK and everything. And back in like 2007, 8, and 9, when I was playing, you'd have these zombies running around. And back then, I think it was the skill called Dark Avatar or something like that, with the crystal demon that comes out. It'd come out and clear out a whole line of mobs with like a full party of I think it was like 5 people back then. But it's still a pretty basic map, so you can get through it pretty easy. This part coming up is the part that the dev team increased, that little area right here. This is the fight arena, I guess you can call. Now, Parka Temple here is probably my favorite quest area. It's also a spot if you go farm the little guys in the back. I think it's the either L1 or L2 set that you can get back here. I'm not sure about the level you'd have to be to get them. I haven't got any of these pieces yet, but I have confirmed this being the spot that you get them. If that's if you want to grab a character that's at this level to farm this, just to make that attempt to get these. But yeah, this spot, my favorite quest area because of all the boss gates that you have to go through. I expected this area, at least from memory from way back then, I expected this area to be pretty hard, which is, I expected to use my mage here to farm these guys, but I managed. They still take a lot of health that you could see down there at the bottom, but it was still manageable. Yeah, I believe the bosses are coming up after I talk to this NPC. I think we start with iron. They give us a key in our inventory that unlocks the gate. Yeah, here it is. Get my pots ready. I'm kind of expecting a fight and everything in here. He does hit pretty hard, but yeah, these bosses are still a lot easier than what they used to be. I remember not even being able to do these bosses at this level. I think we had to actually go level some, do some dead fronts and everything before we had to come back and do this. Uh, but just to save time and everything, I'm gonna bring my mage over here just to handle all this for me. So if you do it this way, you actually have to hit the boss with the character you're trying to get the quest with first, and then kill it with your over leveled character. Otherwise, it won't complete the quest, and you'll have to switch servers and everything to redo it, which is kind of a pain. But the good thing is, once you enter these gates and complete these quests, you can enter the gates whenever you want to at any time. I'm gonna cut the rest of these and get to the next part because this is old news by now. So we're gonna turn in all of these quests, and then we're gonna come back to the NPC Kata. And this is where you can change your skills and reset your skills and stat points. That's the first NPC. There's also another one in our deca, but you know, whichever one you want to use works. Yeah, this map is boring. Just do the red quest. Get out of it as quick as possible. There's only one part where it takes a while, but it's only one quest. Took me like 10-15 minutes to do, I believe. But other than that, just red quests and run away from this map. We're gonna skip through most of it because it's boring, and I know you guys don't want to see it. And there's a little trick coming up with the map. You can each one of these monster on the monster tabs you can click. You can find a location of whatever mob. It even works for the NPCs. If you got a holy water, you can just click the move, and it'll teleport you directly to it. It don't teleport you to the mobs, but you can find the mob locations. Uh, and if you want to save a little bit more time, I believe the teleport's pretty slow, uh, but you could use it nonetheless. It's still faster than walking, but yeah, I don't use it that much, but I might start using it a little bit more frequently. Just because I'm trying to speed run this so I can get to the juicy content that everybody wants to see. These early levels are pretty easy to run through, at least up to about I want to say around 150-ish, 170-ish. Between there is when leveling starts getting a little rough around the edges. Yeah, let's skip past the rest of this because boring. Now here we're going to Norak, and this is where the fun begins. This will be your first dungeon area that you're going to be doing. You're going to get two necklaces I'm going to show you. Now if you're flagged like this, the purple name, you can't enter dungeons. It's a stop to you killing somebody and then running away from teammates and stuff. So if you ever do get into a fight, just be prepared for that. Yeah, I try to do battle support here, but I took way too much damage, and my character doesn't have good. I don't think it has any HP regen skills. At least not yet that I know of. And you see I died there, so I actually have to kite these to actually be able to do it. But my character does enough damage to to kill them within the time that they get to me. So this is how you can do it as a range class. I haven't tried it as a melee class, but I think they'd have a little easier time with their HP pool and their buffs. Uh, but you could, as a melee, you can go into A mode, which is I think Control Z, and you can cast your skill right before they get to you, so you can knock them back, so they don't hit you as much. And most of the time, you'll be able to kill at least at this low level. Um, you shouldn't have an issue with this boss. He didn't hit too hard, so not really an issue. And I was checking to make sure if I had any skills that I could add just to make this dungeon a little bit easier. You know, turn in your quests and everything, and you do this dungeon about 5 times a day. And you can try to get the max stat earring. Um, I don't think I got one last round, but it'd be a green drop, and it'd say +10. I don't remember the name of the actual item. But it's your first big HP and damage boost, I believe. So it's definitely at this low level. It's something that you want to get. Now here is something of a glitch that you can use to your advantage later. Uh, but if you use a steam bass, you can see all the mobs stop targeting me. Uh, it it could be a beneficial item to use later, but at least in dungeons where you're doing something like this. I actually ended up failing this dungeon because of this buff. So just be aware if you use some buffs that limit mobs to target you, to just be aware and not use them if you want stuff to follow you around so you can kill them all at once, because you'll probably end up failing this dungeon like I do. You know, it's a pretty easy dungeon. You're probably going to get about a level per run, so it's easy. 5 levels at this level, so you see the fail right there. But if you notice how much experience you get when you do these, it's pretty good. So run it while you can, get your levels up, and just do circles like this if you're a range class. If you got range skills, even as a melee class, you can still do this. Basically, you want to use all your AoEs and kill them all as fast as you can. Get the experience. Like, see how much the experience bar is going up. It's pretty good. It's 2 levels so far in this dungeon. For this run, so there's 3 levels. So yeah, it goes up pretty quick. Use it to your advantage this low. Uh, this is a really good dungeon for the level. And if you got experience amulets and items and stuff, even better. So I went into this dungeon at level 84, and I believe I'll finish at level 100 in just 5 levels. So that's it's about 16 levels, and there's the earring that I was telling you about. That right there. That you want 2 of those. So run until you get them. It's going to be a huge HP boost. You also get a little bit of move speed with them, so you can actually run around a lot faster, which is definitely a bonus, especially in PvE. And once you start doing stuff like Baz Dungeon and everything, you want a lot of move speed because it's just tedious running through all of them. It's actually really annoying. So move speed and damage is gonna be the key factor to running these dungeons most of the time, at least with the armors you get. I don't think you'd have too much of an issue at least up to 170. And even with the given armor, you should be able to farm Arcadia, Ardeca, whatever the map's name is, to just battle support your way up to level 200, and you should be good. I'm gonna let this run through. I don't get an earring there, or I do get an earring there. Look at that. Do this last run, I believe, and I think I end this off at level 100 for a total of 16 levels for 5 runs. So it's really good. Just run it. You guys have a good one. Like, comment, tell me what you do different and everything. If you got something else you want to add to this, just let me know, and I'll try to add them into the next videos. And you guys can have conversations in the comments and stuff. If you got my Discord, just message me. Tell me anything you need to have added. I got a bunch of videos planned, so you guys should be in for a couple treats. Alright, have a good one. Also, sorry for being sick this video. I've been dealing with it for about a week. It's clearing itself up, so I'll be good next video.